All right, all right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom, and shalom, Sister Deborah, coming this morning with an awesome message. And this message is going to be a very, very powerful message. And it's going to be something that you have not heard, which is okay. Because I see this page to be truly spirit and truth. It gives you the truth in such a dark time as this in which we are in. Um, and I believe that the light that is within me, which is the Most High Yah, is giving you all spirit and truth, in enlightening you to see the darkness for what it is, because we got much darkness to walk therein. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people wouldn't grip that. They wouldn't understand that. But yes, we have a whole bunch of darkness to walk therein. We we thinking that we might escape something, or that we're going to get ahead uh, of something, and we have no idea we're not going to be able to escape. Let me cut my little light on. We're not, ooh, we're not going to be able to escape. Let me put my little light. See my little light? You can't see it unless it's like far away. I know my head thing you see in the back. That's okay. That's okay. But I, Sister Deborah, come this morning, and I'm bringing this message uh, to you regarding you better watch yourself. You better watch yourself, because where we at today, many seem to think that this is a cakewalk, and uh, it's the sun going to stay shining, and it's going to just get better and better. A lot of people are not looking for prophecies, or looking for the things that was warned and that was said to us that shall come to pass. It's so many things that have come to pass, and it's before us right as I speak. But many people really, really can't see what is actually happening in these dark and evil days. They really think that we are in a time period of where it's time to uh, 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 do a cakewalk, or do. They think that we are living their bestest life, and they have no understanding that we are in such a time like no other. And that's the only way I can, that's the only way I can describe really where we are at today. A day like no other. That means in the history, and beyond the history, we are in that day that has a reason for why it says it's going to be like a day like no other. When he says this, or when it is said, as a prophetess in the wilderness, let me tell you, that's real, y'all. That's realer than real, because I'm already feeling it. I see it in the spirit realm, I see it in the natural, and I see that we are in a day like no other. Okay. And there's things that's going to continue to uh, get worse. The fire is going to continue to uh, kindle and get hotter. Okay, so if you're thinking you're gonna wait to cross the bridge to see which side you go on, eternal lake of fire or the eternal kingdom, let me tell you something. You're gonna learn on this side, really, regarding the side you really don't want to go to. You're gonna learn that right here on this side, y'all. I'm a living witness to that. Being able to see both sides. You're going to learn it right on this side. before you even think that you're going to another side or there's going to be a bridge there so you can cross to determine, am I going to be able to go on this side? Which side am I going to go on? I cross that bridge when I get to it. There's not going to be a bridge. Actually, what you're about to experience in that day, which we are in, is going to kind of measure who you are and where you're going and where you're heading. It really is. So I say unto you, you better watch yourself, because many people ain't paying attention to anything because they think they the best of everything and can't nothing cross them. And they don't understand, baby. This here type of power is not given to you. This type of authority is not yours. So when you running around here and say, this is my life, I got one life to live, nobody tell me what to do, I'm going to live my life to, baby, you ain't never had a life. You just been too ignorant. But I guess you can say you have had a life, because life is evil. So I guess you have. So let me just say that you have had a life of evil. You flip evil, you turn life backwards, and it'll tell you what type of life you've been having. It's called evil. You see? Now, the way that you're living, it vouch for your eternal. That's what people never knew. The way that you are conducting yourself on this earth has 100% to do with your eternal destiny. It is 100% to do with your eternal destiny. So let's get into this here. I'm going to say some things that's going to really trigger individual. It's going to trigger you because you never heard it before. And not only is it going to trigger you, it's going to make you think, wait a minute now, nobody never gave that a thought. Because a lot of times, people don't even know what's going on. They don't even know what's in the midst of them. Because they so busy thinking it's all about them and where they going from A to V to Z. They ain't even focused on the fact that you really ain't reached A. So I don't know how you down to E to Z. You ain't even made it to A. So I want to say something here, first and foremost. I want to talk about, be careful also. Watch yourself, because your phone, your own phone, I don't care about what kind you got, is videoing you, and you have no idea. You have no idea that your phone is actually watching you and videoing you. I experienced that this morning and blew my mind. I didn't have it on video, or I didn't have it. I turned my phone on, and there it is walking. I'm seeing myself walk around the house. And I'm like, how did this get on here? And then it just disappeared. You see? So I want to say that. I want to make sure I let you know, you all, I know it's hard for you to take heed to stuff like that. Because like I say, people think where we at today is called a cakewalk. And they don't understand the danger that we are in every day. We sitting around blessed by the breath that we still have. I can see those that have gone before us. They're not going to have to deal with you, or dealing with, and you're about to deal with. As it says, this is a day like no other, and no one would really even focus on it. Now I want to talk about something here. Okay? There is said Donald Trump's son, Barron Trump, I think that's his name, they have put a boundary on him, a $10 million boundary. I think that's what it is called. They use Iran as the one that placed that $10 million on the head of Donald Trump's son. I know I've said to you all several times, if I have to drop my knees, I know the work of the Most High Yah. And he has always put up when I have to drop my knees. And dropping my knees is a personal thing between me and the Father. He knows exactly what I'm saying, and I know exactly what he's capable of doing. When I get to that point, he'll come off his throne on my behalf. So I say to you all, when I think of what is said about Donald Trump's son, a lot of you all would say, that's sad. They shouldn't do that. Oh, they bad. That's what they want you to think over on in this United Snakes of America. They want to think, when you don't want that to happen to nobody's son, especially when you have sons yourself. You don't wish that or hope that on nobody's son. But I'm going to show you who rule. Okay? Now, they putting that charge onto Donald Trump's son. They putting a $10 million boundary. I think that's what they call it, on his son's head, Barron Trump. As I heard that yesterday evening, the Most High spoke to me with a quiet voice. He said, what is it thou seest? He wants me, it's almost like he wants me to be on it. You know, I'm not allowed to be like y'all are. Set back, reared back, like you got it all made. I got it all made too. But not made my way, but his way. And he said to me, what is it? I see it in a way of, do you understand this situation you're hearing? I said, it seemed like a scam. Most likely it is. Because this country is forever putting information out and using the media to rule this country. Y'all didn't know that, did you? They used the media to rule you all. Oh, when they broke out with all this Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube and Facebook, they had you. They got you. They got you. They knew it. So I said to the Father, I believe they might be thinking, I believe what I'm seeing is a scam. It's just another way of saying that, okay, let's put something else out there to keep them focused on. Like I said, many of you all have not heard it, but they have it on the news, CBS, NBC, CNN, they talking about it, that someone is trying to take Donald Trump's son's life. Do you know, just as it is for me, so shall it be for Donald Trump's son. See, he's only special to his dad and those on that side. But to the Father in the kingdom, he's just another spirit that's going to suffer the sin of his father. Now, let me explain something what the Father asked me, because I told him I think it's a little scam. They want to throw up something else into the American people so the American people can always be focused on something else outside of what they're doing to them. And they're doing a lot of things to the people here in this country. And that's why I say, you better watch yourself, because not only will you give them your mind, you'll give them your heart, your strength, your energy, your all in all, believing what they're saying. So when he asked me, what is it I see it, Deborah? I say, well, I hadn't even heard about that. I said, Father, this could be a scam. I think they just trying to take the minds of the people in this country and turn it and focus it on Trump so everybody can get their mind off of one thing and they can take them and swing them to another. They've been doing that for hundreds of years. They're very good at it. Matter of fact, they're excellent. So the Father said something to me, He said, let's go back to Egypt. He said, come on, let me take you back to Egypt. I said, Deborah, the last plague was the life of the son of Pharaoh. And everybody else, it was the life, not the life, but the breath. I mean, to end their living was the last plague, y'all, in Egypt. And it had to do with the son. So he said, would you have ever thought? I said, no, I wouldn't have detached Donald Trump's son to what took place with Israel being set free out of Egypt. And the plagues, the 10 plagues, the last plague was the death of the son. Now we know it's the firstborn or whatever. You can put it for whatever. But the father ain't caught up in first, second, and third right now. He's saying focus on the son. That was a plague that took place. But then I began to think about, Father, wait a minute. Do you want me to see this as a plague? Not so much as that. But one thing they're going to learn is no matter how many of Jacob's seed out of Judah that you burn up, that you hang from a tree, the Father is saying, you better watch yourself. Because he can start with Donald Trump's son, British son, Russia son. He can go on down the line. So when they think that they're destroying someone else's and actually getting away with it, just imagine if that is the plague of the Most High Yah and he took Donald Trump's son out. Every last one of y'all Negro tail to be hooping and hollering and crying. But having cried and hooped and hollered regarding all these young men and young women that has been lynched, put on fire, and died by this hate, this racist country. Won't drop a tear for them. But if he took Donald Trump's son and when y'all do something, he know how to do it. What they doing, real messy. But the thing about what they doing also is plainly seen what they doing. Everybody see what they are doing. And no one is moving toward it or against it at any force. But if he took Donald Trump's son out, take his life, guess what, y'all? That would be the beginning. He's coming for somebody else's son after that. Because he wants a sign that you all have gotten away with this for so long. Now I got to give y'all a little taste of your own hate. So as he was just saying that to me, and I began to just think about that all yesterday, and I said, Father, you know, these people will hoop and holler and cry like the world didn't end because Donald Trump lost his son. But they would never be moved. That's who Judith is. Judah is like that. They won't be moved by all these other people who've lost their sons and daughters throughout time. So I say to a country that's already lost, that's already doomed, you too better watch yourself. Because there's something you all might not know, and that is this. Before Donald Trump got into office, he visited the sundown towns. Before Donald Trump won office, he traveled to the sundown town. And I want to explain something to you all. I'm 65, and I can't remember 2 times, but I can remember 1 time I voted. When the Spirit of the Most High taught me what that voting was and is, I was a young person. And after I voted, I was never the same in understanding what voting is. It's a trap. It's a deception. It's a manipulation. It's how you steer a country. It's the biggest deception, one of the main biggest deception in this country. One of the main biggest deception in this country is voting. The Spirit taught me that there is no voting. It is a power of control. Okay? A level of power that deception holds high, because it makes you think that you are doing something or you're participating, and it makes a difference when nothing makes a difference when they themselves is not the one that placed them where they are. See, it's in this politics, you guys, it's no win and lose. It's power and control, or who put all. It's like a chessboard. They set up the chessboard, one side to go up against the other. That's it. But whoever set the chessboard already know the winner, because they're going to rig the game anyway, because that's how the game has always been rigged. And just because you got millions of people, 10, 20, 200, 400,000 million people that's been supporting something that never was there. Never was. This election is I can't call it an underground. Yes, I can. Yeah, I better say underground. An underground, orchestrated for many a years game. And they love it. They love getting 300 and more million people acting a stone cold fool. For what? For nothing. For nothing. So therefore, this is how they have got away with any and everything. And all forever, ever got people in this country fighting, destroying each other, killing and hating each other to the highest degree, while they manipulate you and deceive you as if you're really make a difference. You're really making a difference in the Republicans, in the Democratic, okay? In your vote. in the choice that you vote for when they know already that they already chose the winner. And it's not so much as a winner, it's the power that rules this country tells who win and who lose. But this is what he taught me. This is what the Holy Spirit taught me. He said, but when they get in there, he said, Deborah, when they get in there to run, it's not a choice. It's a command of the powers that rules. They don't even have a choice. That's how Donald Trump got in. Donald Trump shouldn't have never got into any type of being any type of president because he's not really qualified. There's so much blood on Donald Trump's hand too. It's crazy. But this, just because the people, the 300 and more million people in this country so foolish, so ignorant, so stupid, that's on them. Live or die. You're going to fall down. Like I say, with the Titanic, you're going down with the ship. Because you keep enjoying being on a ship that has an eternal destiny of sinking. And you like to play. You like to feel important because you're in this country. And because you think you rule. You see? And not even understanding. They rule everything. That's how they can take everything and make it. Like someone says, well, the sun, pretty soon they're going to start charging us for the sun. You know what? It's just that bad. They might. They charging you for the water as if they owned it. They charge you for everything. This country is the only country that turn around, allow you to work, and at the same time put you in captivity. Because while you're working, they take in more than half of what you're working for. And the people say Democratic and Republican. I want this one in. I want that one in. You want all these people in office that never done anything that make a difference in your life. Some people just wanted to play the game because they ain't got nothing else to play. They think it's really about black and white. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. To me, that's those who are poor in thinking, and they don't have no type of education, and they thinking because they got a job that they better, and don't realize you just as dumb can be on this earth in your United States of America. There's no such thing, you guys, as you having a choice in Republican and Democratic. You having a choice in anything that has to do with voting. You don't make no choices. That's just showing you have decided to make a choice, being dumb, ignorant, and stupid at the same time. That's the choice you were given. And you took it and you ran with it and you run with it even to today. So the Father revealed that to me. I was very young. I think I was like 18. And when he showed that to me, I think I was younger than 8. No, I think I was younger than 18 because I did vote one time. I might have been younger than 18, but he was explaining to me even then, because I never could understand why is people caught up in this blue and red and this Republicans, this Democrat, all this here chaos, and don't really understand what is all set, how everything is set up around them, for them to not even be able to take 2 or 3 steps forward in their own living. They always kept them backwards. And right here today, they still ain't figured it out because they think it's a game. And everybody, just like boxing. I used to love watching boxing and I used to love stuff like that. Football, the game. But when I began to analyze and start writing the winning team, the losing team, who's won this, and began to really pay attention to the game, I realized that was rigged. You see, I realized that the boxing was rigged. You know why? I took out time to just sit there and reminisce on every punch, you people, every movement they would make. I was watching it. I was like a hawk trying to put the pieces together. And none of it made any sense till I come to the conclusion. Wait a minute, this mess is rigged. And it is, along with any and everything else. And you know what? That's why I do say this to the Father. This whole country needs to go down with the Titanic. Because I think the people been on the Titanic thinking they high on the have a level of hate that can reach the kingdom. And I believe that we all need to go down. We have no sense of care, compassion, and all that mercy that the Father has poured out upon us to allow us. And we still don't have that same grace and mercy for others. Matter of fact, it don't exist. Where the people would have it for one another. It ain't here. So what will be the purpose of him pouring out so much grace and mercy for you to have it, but you're not going to have it toward no one else? It's easy to care and to think you love your loved ones. But to really find out if there's any grace or mercy or love in you, try loving somebody you don't know. Not love, but care. Have mercy and grace towards somebody you don't know. That'll measure really your wicked heart. Because that's the mindset of people. They're okay for when it come down to theirs. But when it come down to somebody else's, So you go back to Donald Trump's son. Many of you all have no idea that Donald Trump traveled to the sundown towns to get those people to vote for him. What Donald Trump sold them was this: making America great again. And this is what I call, I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. I really don't want to say it. This is what I call sad. Because the Negroes here in this country still has not figured it out. The logo is to make America great again. When he go to those sundown towns to sell that pitch, what is he telling them? What did Donald Trump tell them? Y'all don't know, do you? You all don't know what the red caps stood for and the white words. You don't know make America great again. Is a message to this whole country. We're going to make white right again. Even if we have to do all the wrong, all the evil, all the wicked, make America great again. And you know how they were able to feel good about it? Because they had some Negroes out there. Make America great again. And it was about excluding you. And you was just, see, and then y'all wonder why it said that there are some people that's less than human. To put you to be less than human is when you don't know how to use this here. It don't make you less than human, but the way you conduct yourself. If somebody's saying, have a red cap with white words, there go to your first sign. And it's not a sign. It's a message. And then it says, make America great again. What do you think that means to a man that's going to sundown towns? To a man that's trying to send a signal to that purpose of that red hat and that white wording. Make America great again. Someone's at my door here. I'm going to oh man, someone's at my door. 1 minute. I'll be back. I'm sorry. See, I had to turn this out the way just to get out. So I had to move this. This is around me. So, make America great again. You all did not understand it. And even to today, here we are in August of 2026, and you still don't understand what it means. He sent a message, and that type of message, make America great again, it had a great deal to do with uh, only individuals that knew what it meant. They knew what it meant. So how do you think that these individuals who knew what make America great again meant, but then you got Negroes wearing the hat around, talking about making America great again, and not knowing that it means to exclude you in any way, shape, form, or fashion. But you running around with the hat. So what did that say to a people that has a mindset to believe that they represent Donald Trump and what he stands for? You see how sick that is? This is showing you the level of when you say someone is less than human, it's almost like you have to make the way that they function and think. And I can't explain how, and I can see why Judith never pulled up to be able to make a difference with Judah alone. It's because that mindset is there. They don't, they just, this man going to all the sundown towns. It should never be a sundown town in this country alone. Never should there be. But it is, and it's many. And people of color seem, brown skin seem to not, it's like a function in their mental state. It's just not there. It's just not there. So when they see these young men hanging around these Europeans or these white, it ain't just kids, it's adults too, grown people. They realize that even among them, they can be your co-workers. You work for 10 years, they can be your friend in your community. But when you get together, that spirit on this earth still rests. And what it did then, it's still doing. See, that's the thing a lot of people don't understand. See, the spirits remain of the ancestors that lived that way and thought it was joy, it was happy to hook someone to a car or to a horse and pull them just to see them tear apart. You don't see that what was left was the ones that was doing it, even though they're dead and gone, their spirit still here, you guys. That wicked spirit that was their overseer got so much joy and happiness and got away with a lot of it to where it's still here. It enters into the children, okay? It entered into the children. It has not ceased. It has not disappeared. It's just like when the demons saw Jesus Christ, Yeshua HaMashiach coming, and they said, please don't destroy us before the appointed time, because they know that they're not destroyed, you guys. You just don't know that. You better watch yourself. Because many of you all are in a mindset where you thinking everything is a cakewalk, everything is good and dandy. But baby, you don't about know what's going on in this among you. I ain't gonna even say in this world, on your left, on your right. You don't know what's in front of you, and you don't know what's behind you, because it's just that chaotic and wicked and evil. You see, so Donald Trump has a great deal to do with all of this lynching in the last 6, 7, 8 months. A lot of y'all don't know it. You didn't notice the FBI, the CIA, you see, the police department, the sheriff. Nobody that holds a position in this country have pulled up to bring this that's happening to the focus. Why? Because Donald Trump and Making America Great, they know already, wait a minute, we ain't gonna tamper with it. We for it, because that's a part of making America great again. They knew that. And just because Judah is at a mindset where he's seeing, well, okay, let me go in here and kill my women and my children, my mother and my father. Let me go bash my women. Let me go kill up my women. They don't understand, when you kill your mother, when you kill your son and your daughter, when you kill your wife, your fiance, your girlfriend, when you kill them, you just killing off Judah's sperms all over the place. Dropping all the way now down to almost 12%. That's all you're doing. And those sperms belong to some man. So you see how Judah is gone? When Sister Deborah tell you Judah's gone, Judah don't understand. This ain't about me and just me. No. It's about you and all the sperms in you. And that was in your father, that was in your father's father, that was in your father's father's father, that was in your father's 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 father. No one ever thought to teach you. I'm not going to say that saying, but I'm going to take it a little bit in a different area, where it says it's a time where he's going to bring the fathers back to the children and the children back to the father. You know why? Because the fathers right here today have no idea that the women you killing, those are your sperms. That mother you killing, those are your sperms. You see? The women you bashing, they come from you. For her to be so horrible, you would have to be just as worse. That's why he said the forefathers. The reason why things are happening is because a reason why the curse was needed is because of our what? Forefathers, y'all. What was it that Judah did not take to or understand in that? What he don't understood. He don't understand, and he don't understood. So something somewhere. So I believe that Trump's son and Trump, they better watch themselves, because the Most High can. He didn't tell me he would. He could start using that last plague on their firstborn. From China to Russia to British to America, in Israel, start taking out them sons. And it won't have to be the first son. It'll be the son. All because of what they thinking they gotten away with and they're doing today. They have no idea the Father can pull up that last plague that came upon Egypt. And once he do, there's no turning back. There's no turning back. You see the point I'm making, you guys? So why they thinking they got the ball and ran, oh, we're going to make America great. We're going to do it this way, this way, this way. We're going to kill up. And a part of them making the America great was also to bring out what they're doing. And the reason why I say unto you all that out here acting as if you are less than human because you can't function. Your thought patterns can't put one and one together. Okay, you just can't put nothing together. You forever trying to lean to the ones that is destroying you right before your eyes, and you never thought, well, wait a minute, the FBI ain't on this case, the CIA, wait a minute now, the police department, the sheriff department, the coroner, well, the people who do the autopsy. Nobody's on your side. All these people dying, and y'all, this is the other bad part about it. They are broadcasting it nation all over the world. So you see where it says, and you're going to be hated. And I, Sister Deborah, would like to say to Jacob, I told you over and over, especially my tribe, Judah. Jacob, you're in trouble. Trouble is in Jacob. Okay? You in trouble, and that alone, you should have recognized by now. One thing I noticed, the cry never reached the kingdom like it did in Egypt. They cried, and they cry reached the kingdom. But what Judah doing down here is destroying his own nation on every side, and happy about it, joyful about it. So Jacob is in more trouble as trouble is in Jacob. And they stand today, won't even grip that. Who won't? The same men that's running around here doing what they doing to their own nation. They never grip that Jacob is in trouble, and trouble is in Jacob. Jacob ain't gonna cry out, y'all. Jacob ain't gonna cry to the heaven. Because the purpose of Jacob's trouble is to warn only one, Jacob. And what is he warning Jacob? Trouble is in you, Jacob. You see how I say you better watch yourself, because you think the ball is in your corner. And guess what? You ain't seen nothing yet. And I knew before he take his remnant up out of tribulation got the rumble. And Jacob going to be a part of it, as far as what Jacob's is going to have to go through. And I, Sister Deborah, I salute that to the Most High Yah, because he's given them 407 years, and they never sat down long enough to seek him as a tribe, as a nation. They still today won't come near it, won't touch it. So they're going to go around here playing. And then you women out here, laddered with sin, trying to follow their tradition that their forefathers couldn't even follow. So what tradition do they have to pull up in this day? What tradition can they pull up in this day? There's no position that they can pull up in this day outside of position of repentance and crying out to the Most High Yah. At that moment, heavens will crack. And Judah and Israel, Jacob, let's say, shall and will. And the sad part about it, Jacob, many of them had no idea. They don't know about Jacob's trouble. They don't know trouble is in Jacob. They don't know nothing about that. Because the men ain't going to teach Jacob the truth. They can't. It's nothing in them to desire, to want Jacob to know anything. Look at the other 11 tribes. Do y'all hear anything? You see? See, y'all thinking that somebody just be on here playing around and just talking. You don't hear them pulling up as the tribe. We're in tribulation. No, we haven't reached the center. No, we haven't reached there yet. We stepped in it already. But I come to tell Jacob, you in trouble, Jacob, and trouble is in you. And your own tribe, Judah, is going to manipulate you to believe that the trouble is not there. And most of Judah don't think the trouble is even there. Most of Judah don't even know he Judah. And I believe the Father going to leave it right there. Because I think it's a lot of things that Judah have believed in this country, with this country, for this country. And Judah ain't going to want to believe nothing but what this country have fed him all this time. I believe that somewhere along the line, it's sad. It is so sad of a people who cannot see what is before them. They cannot see the situation that's before them. But I think I'm going to be with the Most High Yah, using that last plague. He didn't say he was going to use it. But I'm going to be beholding the Most High to see if he's going to use that last plague regarding Egypt and Israel being let free. The last plague was the firstborn child. The breath was sniffed. So when I say you better watch yourself, I'm talking to the United States of America as well. You better watch yourself. Because this here could be the firstborn of Donald Trump, Russia's son. Not the firstborn. The firstborn was a statement, but it can be their sons. It's no way the Father's going to let you take tribulation and take out other people's sons freely, happy, as if you got the power to do that and to support it. To support it, and no one says anything about it. It never dawned on Judah that they're actually all in it together. They're all in it together, and it's been going on for a little while now, to where they've done so many where they know that it doesn't matter. They got this in control. And Donald Trump was the one that blew the trumpet that the FBI, the police department, the CIA, all of them are to stick together. And when these cases come forth, that's a part of making America great again. We got to go back, erase and do the things we once used to get this country back into being great again. So he played the big role in that. And he blew the trumpet. And I sit back and watch a people can't see. And they send the coons. I'm going to go and call them what I think they are. Al Sharp, Ben Crump, and this other attorney that just connected, the NAACP, they all are coons. They've been doing this for a long time and never gotten anywhere with it. And no one in the Judah nation never tribe never realized that these people that they place in there is still for them. Ben Crump is only want a silver case. Why? Because that's where the dollars are at. There's too many things that don't make sense, people. Too many things. When they get to talking about what they talking about, sending, doing a second autopsy and taking the body way to Washington, I knew that was a setup. That was another part of how Judah works within America, destroying Judah. This is a part. They are in it together. And everybody's making money from it, y'all. Everybody is making money from it. And everybody in every other country. But what the father would do, he said, but these mothers are losing these children. And they getting so bold that they're doing it to the point where, yeah, the whole world sees them doing it and can clearly see who's doing it. But the Negroes here in this country turn their head to the left. You see? Other countries already know it. Everybody in this country knows. That's why you got to watch yourself. Be careful. It's not a trust you put in anyone. Don't trust that someone is on the right side. See, the right side is always going to be right. And when the right side stand, guess what? All righteous stand forth. And that's what you don't see in this country. You don't see righteous standing forth. So if they're not righteous, then you ain't going to see justice. So they can get on this devil platform and make videos after videos after videos and say, leave the black people alone, you all are wrong, and they did this to the black people. It don't matter what they say. It's the action and what they do. You see? Now, what the father can do and subject to do is to bring that on to a level where exactly what I'm talking about. And when they get to that level, the only one that's going to defeat the people that's out here thinking it's okay to kill a brown-skinned people and bragging about it and happy about it, only one can defeat them is their own race. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? The only one can conquer that mess is their own race. But you don't see them pulling up. And when you don't see them pulling up, then you see where the heart of this country really resides. And that's why the kingdom got to come down. Y'all get what I'm saying? The kingdom got to come down because if he leave it to them to deal with them, as even to us, we should supposed to be delivered. We supposed to deal with our nation, our tribe, Judah. They supposed to deal with theirs. But when you don't see them dealing with their tribe or their nation, then that's where you have to step back and watch yourself. Because that's showing you that they if they don't bust a move and pull forward 100% against, because if you got 300 million people in your nation, okay, out of that 300 million, they should be able to conquer that 100,000 that's racist, that's out here doing this. Do you get the point I'm making, y'all? But they're not going to do it. See, and they don't understand that's the main reason why he got to destroy this country. And everybody going to see it. What did it tell you? All the other countries going to be looking over at it. Why? It's on smoke. It's smoking. See, they thinking that this country going to remain and ain't nobody going to do nothing to this country. We're going to be here for no. Everybody in other countries knows that this country is already have fallen. It's ready to put the paddle to your foot on the paddle. That's how the spirit is going to allow it. It's going to go so fast. You know how they say the days are moving fast or going fast? That's how fast you're going to look up and you're going to say, who's doing this? What all this is going on? Because that's how he's going to do it. Because if you got 300 million and you got 100,000 that's hateful and racist, that 300 million should be able to destroy that 100,000. But they're not going to do it. Let me give you another one. You got a handful of power punches ruling the United States of America right here and now. Just a handful. They ruling the whole America. A handful of people. Why can't 400 million destroy the handful? You see what I'm saying, y'all? How is that? How did this country let a handful of people rule them all the way up until even this point where we are at today? And it's a history told how they did it, the way they did it, and they got videos, even black and white, showing you how they cloned way back in 1948, they was cloning. You see, this is just too much stuff that was always there, and everybody doing their history from the books that they given them and showed them that this is history, and everything is, the Father said, everything is clearly seen, Deborah. Everybody telling on themselves. Everything is being is right before their face. And I sit here and say the same thing. I'm sitting here watching Making America Great Again. You got, if you got 100,000 people, or you can say 1 million people is for Make America Great. But the other, let's say 200 million, you can defeat the 1 million, but they won't do it. Because a lot of those that's in the 200 million got the same heart as the million. They just don't have the same balls to do it. You get what I'm saying? So don't think that the Father can't see high and low and know the hearts of and minds of everybody. That's why they can't do it. That's why when Donald Trump called that out and blew the trumpet, you don't see no FBI, you don't see no CIA, even though all of those are bloody, crooked, and wicked at the highest degree. But the purpose to this country, they supposed to pull up as the FBI. When you got this many killings regarding a lynching and killings, period, they supposed to have been pulled up way before this time. But this is why. This is the plan of how they're feeding America. We're going to make you great. But really, Revelation pulling up in Revelation 18, Babylon the Great has fallen. Well, how you going to be great? And it's telling you, it's bringing you down. And the people in this country can't even see it. And they call themselves Christians. A lot of them. I heard a man debating another scholar that was Christian, and his question was, are you going to tell me all of this bloody shed in this country and in many other countries, this is only one that's done this is people who call themselves Christians? And 100% true. 100 times 20 billion% true. But the man never answered the question. He's supposed to be a Bible scholar, knowing his history and everything. He was dancing all around the young man. because he couldn't answer it. He didn't want to. He didn't want to defend Christianity because he knew Christianity is found on blood, in their hands, on their hands, under their feet, and all in their head. Blood is found in Christian belief, in the religion itself. So much blood. The worstest religion that has the majority of blood on their hands. And everybody that join them and participate, guess what? It's on their hands as well, because they see that they are not representing the God with a heart, the type of heart they have, but they don't care. They figure, well, as long as I can belong to something, just like I tell a lot of you all doing a lot of faking it, thinking you're going to make it, and you ain't going to make it nowhere, especially past this tribulation. A lot of people, and elderly, I'm telling y'all out there, you better stop this mess thinking that you're getting up out of here and that you got your ticket. Because if your heart is hateful and wicked and evil, a lot of them don't even understand. That's where a lot of sickness come from. That's why a lot of illness to the body. It's because the hate, the repent, and the no repentance and hate is in your heart. But you still say you got your ticket. You ready to go to Mount Zion. You ready for eternal. I wouldn't want to even leave out of here with that mindset if I ain't right with the real creator. I ain't talking about what these Christians are doing, these Catholics. I'm talking about right with the real creator. There's no way. It's no way. I want to also say to you, we are not in a place where the Most High do not know. That's another scheme and cunning and evil mindset of people. We are not in a place that the Most High are not aware of and do not know. He knew exactly where we at. He knew exactly where we're going. And he knew exactly how he gonna sit back and watch it take its course. And a lot of people thinking when he get that bad, truly, I'm gonna be able to call on him. I'm a living witness. I'm a sister that's gonna tell you this, that the Father is not gonna play with me, and he ain't gonna play with you. You better watch yourself. You ain't gonna be able to catch up with him when them times get hard if you ain't got them in you now. See, that's another thing. People want to live their life. This is my life. I got one life to live. I want to have fun. And don't even understand. All of that you could do. But without seeking ye the kingdom of Yah first, I don't care what kind of fun you're trying to have. I wouldn't even want fun without that. That assurance, that seal of approval, that stamp, that spirit of Yah in me while I'm out there trying to have fun. I don't want it. Y'all can keep it. You can keep it. So I tell you, you better watch yourself. I ain't talking about watch your mother. Watch your father. Watch your brother. Watch your sister. Watch your grandparents. Watch your friends. Watch your co-workers. Watch your community. You better watch yourself. Because if the Most High ain't in you, there's no need in you even watching yourself. But if he's in you, and he's that great one that lives in you, you better watch yourself. That means your flesh. Don't go out here playing in this world. Because he told you, before I let you bring all that crap to the temple, I'll take your butt out of here. And he will. He'll sniff that breath before he let you think that you're going to bring chaos to the temple while he reside therein. So you better watch yourself and stop playing in this world like this world is your playground. See it for what it is. Salute it for what it is. Stop trying to give it a just reason to be in evil as it is. And that's what people do. Oh, it ain't that bad. They ain't done this. They ain't done this. This country ain't bad. They doing this to this country. This country is this, and this country. Everybody is caught up in trying to make it look like it. You know, this country got it going on, and that this country is the best of the best, and all this stuff going on. And I like to say to you one more time, I salute the Most High Yah if he happens to pull out. And he don't need me to salute him either. I'm just saying to y'all, I'm a flesh and I'm a spirit that's down here as a servant of the Most High Yah. And I'm saluting whatever choice he make. But he brought that to me about Donald Trump's son. He said about the pulling out the last plague, which is to take the sun. Now, when your son go down, then you'll realize what it feel like. See, that's what I'm saying to y'all. This tribulation is going to give you a feel of what it's like. A lot of them looking at the fact that we can do it to everybody else's kids and everybody else's son. We can do it to these here Jacob or Judah, and we can do it to these brown-skinned people, but nobody better not do it to ours, and y'all dropping like flies, and they ain't even recognized it. They don't even recognize they dropping off the earth like flies. I mean, by great number. And they haven't even paid any attention to it because the system ain't going to let you see all that. They going to make you think that it's everybody else falling out, everybody else dying, but they own kind ain't nothing happening there. It's dropping. They finding they bodies like crazy. But the Father approached me yesterday evening. When I saw that on there, he asked me, what did I see? I said, I think it's a scam. But the more I think about what the Father said to me about the plague, the last plague, which was in Egypt, and the 10th plague was the son, to take the son of Pharaoh. So while he's down here trying to probably portray that that's happening, because Iran, if they wanted to kill his son, do y'all know they could have killed him a long time ago? It ain't nothing. Somebody wants you, they got you. I don't care where you think you hiding. I don't care what position you in. Even Elon Musk couldn't run to space if somebody wanted to get him. That's how deep it is. So while they trying, but see, their mentality is so full of darkness. Donald Trump ain't looking at, you blew the trumpet and told them it was okay, and then you freeze all legal, all system in this country for stopping this nonsense. You told them to continue so that you can prove that you're going to the people that you're going to make America great again. But we're going to have to also start showing y'all how we're going to do these other nationalities in this country. And then we're going to show you how we're going to be getting rid of a people right before their eyes. And they doing it. And the people sitting around here acting like they don't see nothing going on. But they can be gangs, blood, and Crips. Y'all know who started all that? The same one that have always kept us destroying one another. Same one. The one that didn't blew the trumpet and got all these KKK skinheads and these white supremacists conducting themselves freely. Now they're coming out. They're in the police department. They're in all the courthouse. They all, that's where they all are at, you guys. That's why they're not going to do anything. And they're going to sit back, and you notice that even in the case of Nolan Wells, you didn't see not one attorney that was European pull up. Because they know if they pull up, then wait a minute. Now our own's going to have to go against it. And they ain't going to do that. See, this is the example I'm saying. Watch yourself. Don't put this country on a pedestal and put them all up here and say they ain't down there, they down there, like this stupid man that they also have paid. And he don't know he better be careful. He gonna lose his too in the days to come, because they only using you to abuse you. After they done with you, they gonna do you like they doing everybody else. You be subject to be up on the tree next. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. While he's out here bashing his own nation because he's trying to prove, a case for them when he know that they did it. He know that they did it, but it ain't about that to him. And to me, when the Father tell me it's dark on both sides, when he says it's dark on both sides, I'm like throwing my hand up and saying, okay, Father, whatever, salute you, go, Father, go, Father. Go, Father, go, Father, because I understand why it needs be the tribulation and the perilous time, and men hearts shall fail them. But with me, if it was me, I put that pedal to the metal. I put my foot on that pedal and wear that thing out. If I was the Most High God, and I'm not, but I'm just saying I wouldn't dare give people these months and these years. And I think because we are in that day, I believe with me, I'm experiencing the days going by so fast, I can't keep up with them. I got a knock on the door yesterday, and I was like, wait a minute, I keep my grandbaby on Wednesday. I'm like, what are y'all doing here? I said, I was getting ready to go live. They said, no, you keep the baby on Wednesday. I said, the day ain't Wednesday. Yes, it is. So what is happening, the days are moving so fast to where I myself can't even keep up with them. You see? And in that, what that lead me to believe is that the days is going so fast to where things going to creep up on people unexpected. And they're not going to see it coming, but it's coming. It's going to be right there on them like a hawk before they know it. And this here, I'm sitting here watching. I'm watching the elites that have ruled this country all this time, and I see them at the highest degree still doing it, not only with the people in this country, but the people all over the world. It's like you can't turn to the left for righteous. You can't turn to the right for righteous. That's why you got to have righteous, the one that's righteous in you. If you thinking you can look in the back of you and find righteous, you can look on the side of you and find righteous, you ain't gonna find it. So you better have him that's in you that you can look within and have that righteous to pull out. So again, I say unto you all, the Father has mentioned to me about the last plague that took place in Egypt with Pharaoh was the sun. So while they sitting around thinking they getting away with killing here, and they gonna get away with it, so they think. But the way he's going to flip it, and I'm telling you this, knowing that's how he's going to do it. He's going to flip something. And the flip is right before us. When he said nation against nation, the only one that can stop them is not Judah, but Yah. And the way Yah going to do it, he's going to flip them against each other. Exactly the parable I gave you earlier. The things that they doing, if you got a million people that is hateful toward Black people, then you take the other 300 million, or how many other million, they are to stop the million. But they won't. And they haven't. There is enough that can pull up and defeat them at a blink of an eye. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? But look how those handful of people have ruled this country. I just broke down to you the reason why 65 years and only voted once. Give or take maybe two. I can remember only once. But the Holy Spirit taught me. It was a scam. The Lord wanted the large deception to keep the people focused. Every election, during that time that they are doing something, they are making a difference. You ain't never made a difference. You never will make a difference. Now you're going to make a difference when y'all destroy this country because you're going down with the ship. That's the difference you're going to make. You're going to go down with it. But what I mean as far as that small people, those small, like it's just like people trying to figure out how is over in Israel ruling the United States. Y'all late. They've been ruling. They the one call a shot. Who's gonna run for president and who's gonna who's gonna control it? This country. Who they got? And did y'all, like I said, none of them want to take the place of president. They know the power behind it, and that they know that they have no power to rule. It's those that behind it. Like Donald Trump, it ain't Donald Trump, y'all. It's the clowns behind them. It's the clowns behind them. And the one that blew the trumpet was Trump, and he went to make it tell all the sundown town that when he get in there, we gonna rumble. We gonna make America great again. But guess what? Over in Israel, they also pressed the button to make sure they start the racial war. See, the racial war is not a people going up against another people. It is a power that blew the horn, that pushed the button. You see, they need the racial war. It's going to play a big, real good role in what they're trying to do. And that's why I think that the majority have no idea that they are being targeted to do the wicked of the wicked with the wicked in this country. You see what I'm saying? So when you get to see nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom, that's where it's coming from. Okay? It's coming from them having to be up against each other because they're gonna wait too late. They're gonna wait too late, and they're gonna have to battle each other. Now, I will say this, people. If Yah has to take Judah out of here, which he is, he's going to bring them out. Guess what? It's on. The country going to destroy themselves from within. So bad. It's going to be so bad. So they don't understand how important it is that Judah remain. They have no idea how important it is that Judah remain in their country. Because as long as Judah remain here, this country ain't going to be destroyed. You see? But once Judah is out, that's it, United States of America. Because now everything that makes this country what it is, which is evil and wicked and demonic and hateful and dark, then y'all gonna let them play with each other. That's where you're gonna see the load of where the kingdom and nation against nation, they're gonna be going up against each other. And that's what I said. I think that is, to me, that Father, y'all can just salute you. Because I'm like saying to myself, Father, if they only knew, if Judah had to come out of this country, what situation this country would be in. They have no idea. And that's why I said that if you really pay attention to even the Nolan Wells case, it's so much darkness in it. On both sides, said the Most High Yah. On both sides, said the Most High Yah. But what it's going to do is, and what it has done, is showing you how it's all going to get it's all going to come to the surface. It start things that never was before, you see. And it's just, they just right now allowing this case. In this case, it has reached all over the world. It's just not in the United States. That one young man. Now, what happened to all the other ones that then died after him and before him? So you have to be able to see the darkness that's in the whole case itself. What is going on, and who has the power to bring a situation to the surface like this and let it branch all over? See, then when it all said and done, you can't see Yah in it. Yah is in it. And like he told me, don't get too wrapped up in that there, because both sides are dark. Okay? So there's a purpose on both sides to continue darkness. Okay? But the one that think they gonna make America great again, and they think they hold the dominion and the power, is coming after you. Okay? It's not coming after you all didn't kill. Look how many you didn't. They have killed all this time. You notice that? So what is going to be different this time? Just think about that, y'all. Why this time? Everybody making money. Why this time? An autopsy son somewhere and you ain't got the body's parts. Why this time you took his stuff out of his neck? Why this time you took his stuff out of his stomach? You see, this is Donald Trump them in, and then Donald Trump attorney came to support the young men. Unprofessional, all of it to me. Look, I said I'm the dumbest of the dumbest on this earth. I am. I'm the dumbest female brown-skinned person that ever hit the earth. Because I had to stand dumb so that he that's in me so great can be all that and some in me. So that now I pull up. I'm pulling up, bringing the flesh down. You know, I said, die to the flesh. I'm the dumbest of the dumbest. Pull me up in the spirit realm. You better watch yourself. You see what I'm saying? So I'm seeing this here, and I'm like saying, they really don't get it, do they? It ain't meant for you to get. It's meant for you to go through it. And let me tell you something. Everybody ain't coming out on the other side. Everybody ain't coming out on the other side. Because all of this did is send a message to me. Because I can't even seem to make a video to send a message to you. So I know that the message is for me to just behold and see what the Most High is going to do. Because he said there's too much darkness. It's darkness on one side and it's darkness on the other side. And it's all about a lot of things that it should not have been about. But since Jacob is in trouble, Jacob ain't going to see the trouble he's in. So Jacob got to what? Feel the trouble. You see? That's why he said Jacob's trouble, but Deborah, trouble is in Jacob. You see, Jacob got a lot of trouble in him, as well as the trouble that he's going to experience on the outside of him. And he's saying, because he got trouble in him. You see? So when he take Jacob out, then what did that leave? The nation to go up against their own nation. When we tell you why that looks really beautiful is because you see how they try to get every other race out of this country. Have y'all seen that? The Mexican go back to their end. Everybody going back to where they belong. But it was said, people are going back to where they were born or back to where they come from. You see? Didn't y'all hear that? So when you see in Donald Trump thinking he's taking these people and sending them back, y'all think that, he's doing that and he doing that, but you got to see how it's being set up in the light. The light is revealing. Ain't nobody going to be left in this country but a race, and those who claim to be that same race, those who feel that they the same race, those who feel they get along with the same race, those who portray that they're just as good as the same race. When Judah out, it's on in. That's where you're going to see it really throw down. Because you don't really see it moving in any direction where they understand that, wait a minute, this is totally unrighteous and injustice. When the majority see that unrighteous and injustice is just too high, it's too clearly seen, it's too wrong, it's too much of it, then they're supposed to step in. Level that thing down. Say, hold up. We're the majority. We're not going to tolerate this. We're not going to do this. But you don't see that. Yeah, you see probably 0.50%. That's less than 1%. But you got to understand, we're talking about righteous, y'all. We're talking about just. So if you see The unjust and unrighteous is right before your face, and you turn your face to the left, then you're a part of the ones, even though you didn't hang no one from the tree, you didn't kill no one, you just as they are in the eyes of the Most High, y'all. Honestly, y'all, honestly. Because he's saying that if there is 300 million of Europeans or white people, Orientals, who else? Orientals, Latinos, everybody who think that they white or they lean to the white side. If you got 300 million and then you got 1 million that's out here hate, that's bringing this country to the highest level of unjust and unrighteous, and you standing over here on this side clearly seeing it and ain't doing anything about it, and all you had to do is swarm down and correct all of it, then you just as worse. You just waiting for they to come towards you, and it be nation against nation, Matthews 24 and verse 7. Nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom. It'll move faster for you. Okay, and it ain't gonna be like they gonna have a chance. They gonna have to love on each other. Oh, we white, we all the same, we get along, we should do this, we go should. No. There's a reason why all of them gone. So Haiti, you did good, even though you're going back to something that's worse, but that's okay. You getting out of here for a spiritual purpose. See, that's what a lot of people don't understand. These people are getting Mexico. Is even though they're going to fall with this country, they getting out of this country, they still going to Mexico. Canada is identical to the United States of America. So it's the same people, same heart, same mind, same energy, same everything. So what happens? If they so ignorant, they don't know that you taking Judah out, all you doing is going to cause the kingdom to have to come down quicker than you think to take Judah out of tribulation, to take Jacob out of the trouble, because he said he's going to take him out of the trouble. So when he take Jacob out, then who did that leave? To fall down, or to fall, to die with that Titanic. The ship going to go down in this country. But before it go down, the people inside of this country is going to be killing each other left and right. Mm-hmm. They don't understand that Donald Trump now and the elites and all of those are going to be pushed over to the foreign countries, to other countries. They're going to leave America as naked as America is today and don't know it. They're going to leave them right here, because during this time also, this is where, see, people, there is a race of people who believe they own this country, and they have no idea their own race is going to destroy them from within. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If you don't stand for something, you stand for nothing. If you have the right, if they have the right heart to do what is righteous, and they believe in justice, let me tell you, they ain't going down with the Titanic. Somewhere or another, they're going with Yah. But they don't understand, when he bringing a whole country down, is a reason why he chose this country to come down, y'all. And the people in it, because they okay unrighteous and unjust. 24, they for it. And you can plainly see it, because the only one can stop them is them. If this country is conducting themselves in an unrighteous and an unjustice way, then it takes their own people to destroy them in those ways. And that's what it's going to lead to, but it's going to be too late. Because as long as Judah was there, you didn't see nothing wrong with them doing what they were doing to Judah. You didn't see nothing wrong with it. You didn't see them to be unjust or unrighteous. And even if you did, you stood around and okayed it and made it right in your own eyes, in your family eyes, in your wife's eyes, in your husband's eyes. Everybody running around getting guns. Guess what, Judah? These guns, it's for the nation that calls this country their nation. That's who it's for. And they have no idea. They thinking it's for Judah. Baby, you can't destroy Judah. Judah got to make it to the other side. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna destroy the Judah that's not spiritual. Well, they destroyed already. But the spiritual Judah getting up out of here. So who's gonna be left for you to destroy? Who's gonna be left for you to use all your weapons that you purchased then? See, they're too ignorant. They have no idea. The weapons that you purchase is unnecessary for 12% of the population when you're 70%. That shows that you already have a mind of unfair, unjust war. See, they already gearing up for a battle and not knowing the battle going to be within your own race, your own nation, kingdom against kingdom, nation against nation. That's where your battle going to be. So make sure you understand that. They ain't going to understand it till they in it. And they going to realize they're going to be killing their own people. They'll feel that thing then, won't they? See, because he's not going to let them. He's not going to give them the mindset to think that they can destroy a people. And then he got his people inside them people. No, you ain't. He's going to let you see which side you have always been on. So when you see these murderers and these killings and putting on fire, that's the thing they always did back then. They like to chop them up and put them on fire. They always did that during slavery time. Oh yeah, they bad at that, just like they are in lynching. They real bad at that. And I kept saying last year, that's them doing that. And nobody says, nobody move. So you got to understand, he didn't come off the throne. He ain't coming off the throne because Judah is out of place and out of socket. But I tell you what, he told them, he told us that he's going to take Jacob out. And when he take Jacob out, guess what? It's on in. And all the elites, they're not going to go down with the ship. The elites are not, got the hiccups. The elites are not going to go down with the ship, y'all. They're going to be still standing. But the ship itself is the United States. And everybody who said, you're going to make America great, and everybody here who didn't say they're going to make America great, but you think America belongs to you and you own America, and you feel you can treat others in a way that make you white, so you right, guess what? It's yours. It's all yours. So Sister Deborah would say, another thing, I also would say, I'm sure probably every 4 to 5 months, Sister Deborah has put up her GoFundMe and her Cash App. It is offering time. I normally do it in between 4 to 5 months. Once offering, I put up offering and donation all the time, but I announce offering or donation, GoFundMe or Cash App. This is offering and donation time. If you have ate from the plate that Sister Deborah have shared, and the food was fulfilling, and it did something to your spiritual man, okay, your spiritual being, it is not a command, it is not a mandatory, it is a charge that you give an offering at this time. Now let me explain something with you. You're gonna see two sides. You're gonna see what happened once you do it, and you're gonna see what happened if you don't. So Sister Deborah, would tell you that's what you call a charge. And Sister Deborah, was told that by the Most High Yah. Say that it is a charge. So you can take it or you can leave it. You can put it anyway, think it anyway, feel it anyway. But if you've been on here eating spiritual food from Sister Deborah. Whether you know it, you accept it, you believe it or not, by the Spirit of the Most High Yah, you are to give an offering at this time. And I, Sister Deborah, I appreciate each and every last one of you all tuning in. And I tell you what, I will be back. Shalom and shalom.